What's up? My name's Leighton Flatt.
Name's Levi Light.
We're two stand-up comedians from Springfield, Missouri. This is our first shot at a podcast. This is where we take a topic each week, and we have a 10-minute timer to discuss that topic. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. We are still in the Corner Pocket for this episode. We're in the Corner Pocket Comedy Room here in Springfield. We're gonna chat today. Today,
Chatting.
we have sunglasses.
These are Gucci because I'm dripping.
I can't. It's so stupid.
You're stupid. These are balling sunglasses, man. You stop it. You're laughing too loud. Cutting your levels, man.
All right, man. Well, hey, we are back. We had a week off this weekend, and we're back out on the road next weekend. So we
hold on. No, I'm not done with the sunglasses thing. You have $1 sunglasses on. At this point, you're going to need to upgrade your sunglasses.
You wish they cost $1. They were free. Gucci flip flops.
I got Gucci flip flops and a rock in my socks. I know the song. I know it. Okay, anyway, go back. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get my face off those fucking sunglasses.
No, so all we did this week was our Thursday open mic. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about open mic night, and specifically comedy. We don't do music open mics. Like, this is not our realm, so we'll do the comedy side.
Yeah, take your 6th string and go choke on a bagel. I don't care.
That's not what I meant, but okay. So here's the thing. We both started it at the same open mic, not like the same night, but the same comedy club open mic.
Actually,
yeah, it was in this room. I started back in 2018. I think you were 2019, just shortly after me.
Yeah,
because I started at the end of 2018. But anywho, so the idea of comedy open mic, everyone does it a little bit different. Some places charge you to get on the list. Some places you have to bring people to get on the list. Some people have an endless list. I've seen lists with like 50 comedians on it. Some have like we cap ours at 15. And the idea is you sign up. You usually get somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes. The idea is that you're testing new material or honing some newer material, and you follow that light. You don't follow that light, you're getting played off. Yeah. That's pretty much the gist of comedy open mic.
Yeah, and then I don't know. It just seems like so many people, they want to just. It's like they figured out a few jokes that get some laughs, and they just like, well, this is what I'm going to do forever until somebody finds me, and then once I get picked up by the big time, then I'll start writing new jokes. But
those people don't ever do more. You know what I mean? Like I've met a few people that did the same exact jokes at every open mic. Like they were not testing new material. They were never the ones that were like starting to do more. They were always just at the open mics doing that.
But they keep showing up though. They keep doing it.
Nothing else to do in town. I guess I don't. I mean, for me, so like I wasn't like the king of this either. When I first started, I think I followed the lead of some other people, and I just had a lot of the same jokes. Like I remember I went back and watched a bunch of my old open mic tapes, and there was a lot of the same jokes. Which, when you're that new, you don't have a lot anyway.
For 3 months in a row, you'd be doing the same jokes, which I understand. Like you're trying to build your rhythm and your confidence and stuff, but like you have to understand that like as much as I feel for a comic, I feel for especially a new person who doesn't know anything. I mean, this is baby deer, standing there with their shaky legs. Like I feel for that, but like at the same time, this is where it comes in where you have to respect the venue because the venue is bringing a crowd out. You didn't bring a crowd out. Right. You didn't sell tickets. So like if the people at the open mic are going, hey, we got to get you off the stage, it's like it's really nothing personal. It's just, hey, you lost it. This isn't like you didn't get guaranteed 10 minutes here. Like you got to go,
Right.
Yeah. It's just nothing personal. And hey, come back next week, try again.
Yeah. Well, and that's all. I mean, we've got here's the thing. And I think we've all probably been the guy that got upset. Maybe I don't know. Like I don't I didn't ever like I feel like I've never run the light on purpose. If I have, but here's my point. My point is
on purpose. Yeah.
Like don't be the guy if you ever gonna try a comedy open mic. Don't be the guy that gets pissed when you get critiques.
Yeah, don't be the guy who. The thing I hate the most is whenever somebody tells a joke, it doesn't get a laugh, and then they immediately start blaming the audience.
That's not even what I mean.
Well, to me, it's like it's one thing, if you just tell like an off-color joke, and you're like, oh, is that too rough for you guys? Like you're just acknowledging what's in the room. But I'm saying like somebody makes like a bad Jew joke or whatever, and they're like, what is it, a bunch of Jews in here? You know what I mean? It's like,
Right, yeah.
And I mean, I might be guilty of having done that when I was newer and younger.
Sure.
You know what
That
I mean?
yeah,
But
like
it's
I made my fair share of newbie mistakes. I'm still gonna make
Oh, yeah.
those mistakes. But like what I'm talking about is like we've had multiple people in the last week go up and do 7 minutes on a 5-minute mic. And
Not
then
even
when you go
look
talk,
for a
if you go
light.
talk to them about it, they just act like it was like, well, I wasn't done with my jokes. Don't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah, there's more going on. Like the timeline that you've set out. Like I understand you wrote out, you've timed it. It's 5 minutes. You're ready. You're gonna go do it. You don't know that brings up another thing. Is the comics who like you'll meet somebody who's been doing it for like 4 months and they're like, yeah, I've got 10 minutes. You're like, buddy, you don't have 1 minute down yet. Like you can't for sure guarantee that this is gonna go well every time.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, there's some people that, like you can always. This is, in my opinion, you can tell someone that's on the right path when you go up to them and you're like, "I like this and I didn't like this," and they go, "Awesome, thank you."
Yeah.
That's the dude you want to work with.
Well, yeah,
And I want to be that guy to somebody that comes up and talks to me.
yeah, if somebody has a legit like, hey man, I saw this. It's like, don't get me wrong. If I don't know you, I may not, I may just be like, But like, it's another thing if it's clearly somebody who's been doing comedy a lot longer than you, and they go,
Right.
hey, I don't think that joke's gonna work, bud.
Right.
Take them seriously. They didn't have to come tell you that.
Yeah.
That means that they saw something in your set. They saw something good, and then they saw that one and was like, he needs to know that that's not okay. Like you're not gonna. That's gonna mess up your whole thing.
I want to talk about some like funny things. Like I know
Yeah.
we like that open micers always do.
Yeah.
I know I did it. I've seen a lot of people do it. The first time they show up, they get all their friends and family, and then by the second one, they've got a few less family, and then after a month, if they're still doing open mics, yeah, we're back to having nobody.
Nobody shows up with them. Yeah, I learned that real early. I mean, it was like probably my 4th or 5th one where I was like, I kind of think I know what I'm doing now.
Right.
Told a couple buddies to come out, tried some new stuff, and I literally, this is what happened. I went up, I ranted about how I don't trust chickens for like at least 5 minutes. I forgot any what you could call punchlines in the whole thing. I just missed them. Didn't say any of the funny parts. I just talked about how I didn't like chickens for 5 minutes. And then my buddies were sitting right back there, and then they got up and left when I got off stage. They just left. They didn't say anything. And then I got a text a little bit later that was like, yeah, bud, keep doing it. And it was like,
I remember my first open mic, there was like probably 7 people. I brought 3 of them. So I had fun. My second open mic, I was there was 2 people out of like maybe 10 plus that weren't people I brought. So I had this whole like where we're sitting right here was full with my friends, and I just did tailored to them.
Yeah.
Which is probably not kosher. But now, if I did that, if all my friends filled a show I did tomorrow that I was getting paid to do, I'm gonna probably do it again.
You go to whoever's in the room.
It's not great when you're trying to learn how to write material. Was my point.
Yeah,
that's not.
It'll
great.
set you back.
Yeah, you're not actually like now. I know I have my material set for the show, and I can play with people. Right. I'm still not like I don't mean that like I got all my material. I can goof off. That's not what I meant. But
I mean, to an extent, granted, if you're doing a headliner thing, you there's no screwing around. Like, stick to the script.
Right.
Like, if you're doing a host or a feature, well, not a host, but if you're getting a feature or just do a guest spot or something, I know you can screw around. Yeah, I've seen you do it. It goes well. I don't think I've ever. I'm trying to remember one time. Honestly, I think the worst crowd work you've done was the on purpose crowd work the other night, and it was still good. You know what I mean? Like it was still really good. You're up there for however long, unplanned. Yeah, I've got it. I still need to edit it.
I love crowd work. I always have loved crowd work. It's some people will say it's like the death of comedy. Some people say they love it. It's
the death of comedy.
People hate it. Some people are like that's not comedy.
Has anyone told Schulz?
Well, that's what. Yeah. See, that's what I mean though. Like it's clearly respected,
right,
by most people.
Yeah.
But I know like there was a while at open mics where it was like you're not allowed to. They tried to push that where they were like you can't do crowd work, and the reason is because that message was to the 7 people who think they can do crowd work, but all they're doing is upsetting people.
Well, and all they're doing is ruining the show. I mean,
so I get it. Like I'm not mad at that rule because I understand everybody thinks they can do it.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing about open mics though is like it kind of follows like the same rule as like a sitcom, like don't break the 4th wall.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like once you address that you're doing a show and this is a show, like once the audience is in on that or they're talking and you break that wall. Like, if you're watching Friends and then Ross and Rachel just turn to the audience and go, do you guys think we're on a break?
Yeah.
Everyone's out. We're not doing the show anymore. Now it's weird. So I don't know.
Well, but like even I've seen a top tier headliner
come
out engage with an audience member who's being, and then all of a sudden it starts opening up other people like, well, I want to be made fun of too.
Yeah.
So even if the best have that issue, it's to be.
Well, yeah, you
like,
broke the show. That's
it's not. But see,
the best comedian in the world can only do like Louis C.K., Bill Burr, Rogan, whoever you want to say. You know, Chappelle. Like they can only do it if the crowd is participating their full extent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even Chappelle, you put him in front of a room of a bunch of drunk rednecks that don't care. They're here to listen to Billy Ray Cyrus on the radio. You know what I mean? He's gonna get booed off the stage. It's just how that works. So it's like, you know, yeah.
But my point is like, you also can be good enough to, like, I've seen people bring that right back.
Some people can't. Some people can just grab it. And I may be wrong about Chappelle. He's probably a guy that can walk in anywhere and get their attention and just do it. But
that's an unfair gauge when you're that famous.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. When you got that face where you just walk in, everybody goes, and they just see it, and it's, oh no, I'm excited.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other funny things. I mean, I like open mics. I hate open mics. It's a love-hate relationship because you never know what you're going to get. I will say this. A club open mic is very different from a bar open mic.
Yeah.
And I consider ours a hybrid.
Yeah, it's definitely a hybrid.
But it's the room is what I mean. Because like if you come into our open mic, you're not getting a bunch of people just sitting around trying to play pool, watch TV. So you might have a few less crowd members.
Right.
But you've got a captive audience. That's the difference.
They're here to see the show. They want to, like, what do you got to say? That's, I mean, as a comedian, you can't ask for more than that. Is just whoever's in the audience is sitting there going, what do you got?
Right.
Let me hear it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, as a guy who's done a lot of bar shows, like, it's nice to walk into a club where they're all like, we're ready for comedy.
Right. Yeah,
you know.
even if it's like the 7 comedians and their girlfriends, that's still better than like we did that one show in Tulsa where we were literally talking to a full bar of talking people.
Oh yeah, everyone was eating their pizza rolls.
Nightmare.
Yeah, it was.
That is what nightmares are made of.
Oh yeah, there was a guy at one of the furthest back tables telling us to shut up. Like he was like, "You guys are ruining my night." And it was like, "Oh, we have a show booked here."
Yeah. Yeah, it's when you do a show and the bar's full with people who didn't know there was a show that night, you're like, oh, we're off to a roaring start. Yeah. And that's when you realize that comedy a lot of times gets put at the bottom of the barrel of entertainment. Like, we'll get treated worse than Joe Bro and the gang that was booked there to play music.
Yeah, some guy who can fiddle a couple of tunes on a guitar gets treated way better than a comedian.
Yeah. But I know we're at like 12 minutes. You got any final thought? You got to respect the open mics. A club without an open mic is like I'm trying to think. Now I lost my comparison. It's like
a cow without udders. You know what I mean? Like,
I was gonna say,
like, why do we have this thing?
It's like a brewery without a solid.
I mean, there's meat there, but once we eat all the meat off of it, we're done. If the cow's got udders,
now I got to think of a more. I got to think.
Is that not a good one?
No, I like that one. I was trying to think of. Okay, so comedy club without an open mic is like
it's like a fountain soda machine without the soda water.
There we go. It's like a soda without its carbonation.
Yeah,
it's good. That's just bad all the way around.
There's some sweetness in there, but you're gonna get sick.
Yeah,
everybody's gonna get diabetes.
A Chinese buffet without a Mexican guy behind the grill.
Dude, shout out to the Mexicans. Stupid. You guys are like crushing it. You know what I mean? You're very versatile people. I'm saying nice things.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you.
You're getting all upset. I see you made it out like I said a bad thing. Do you not like the Mexicans?
Oh, my gosh.
Based on that show in Junction City. Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right.
All right, we're wrapping it up.
We're closing it up. Hey, if you want to try an open mic, go do it. Check it out. Give it a shot. Be cool. Be a bro.
Yeah.
Wear pants. I'm sticking by that rule. Shorts make you look like a professional. Pants make you look like a professional. Shorts make you look like you showed up from your dad's barbecue.
Nobody wants to look at your shins.
Yeah.
And girls get away with it because they have nice legs, but then nobody's listening to their jokes. Also, yeah, I think I might just wear the Gucci sunglasses from now on. So,
I dig it.
You know, yeah, let me know. Bye.
It is true.